Hello, Facebook. Hello, happy, beautiful, amazing, powerful people. I love talking to you every Wednesday. This is your Power Hour Wednesday with Rebecca Flores at Rebecca Flores Mentorship. Thank you so much for joining me, whether you're watching me live or whether you're watching the replay. I value you. I value not only your viewing and your feedback, your questions, and your participation on this video, but also I value your presence in this world at this time. Everyone is called to be fully present with themselves, to start to become that peace on earth from within them, to radiate that outward in our communities and in our world. So if you are on Facebook, on social media, I urge you to keep being fully present and authentic from within you, focused on what your goal is to bring to this world. What is your intention every day to embody, to radiate for the purpose of your mission here? We each have something so important to bring, and our authenticity, our alignment with our inner truth is the vessel, is the way, the vehicle that we can bring that effectively to the world. It starts with us, from within us at a deep place where we've chosen to align to our heart, our divinity, the mission that we have that's greater than any certain physical accomplishment, any outward result, but it begins with feeling that outcome of truth and divine clarity within yourself. And each one of us is playing an important part in the world at this time when there is so much confusion and so much fear and worry about the direction that we're going. And not only that, but the health of our planet and the earth herself. We are an embodiment of the earth. Our heart is the heart of Gaia, of the earth. So as we continue to open our heart, strengthen who we are in our mission and our purpose here, and move forward with clarity from that deep divine heart within us, we are creating a healthy heart and center and living system of the earth as well. We are an embodiment of the earth. So as I begin, we'll do a little bit of a breathing exercise, and I'm going to get straight to the point and break down some of the 3 main steps of finding your center when you are feeling lost. I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. It can apply to several different types of circumstances. A lot of people that have been in my circles are going through this transition time and can relate. And how to move forward, finding that clarity within you and feeling certain about your choices. So I'm going to share this to my other page and see who's watching. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. Glad you're here. If you're still here, I never quite know. One day I'll believe Facebook statistics, but one side it says somebody's here, one side it doesn't. So I don't know. I say hi to everybody. As I go on to my page on here, I invite you to let me know if you are watching on live or on the replay, what is your intention? What not only do you like to do to set your intention every day, but what is your intention in watching this video? Why did you show up? Why did you show up for you? That's key, because I've had people say, I'm showing up to support you. That's nice, but I want you to show up for you. I don't need you to show up to support me. There's a deeper underlying reason that you showed up, and it was for you. It was for your highest good. That's the type of juicy goodness that I want to hear. And also want to hear you acknowledge for yourself. Here we go. Let's see here. I am on the right page. Good, I'm getting it. Yay, sharing, posted to my other page. Fantastic. So again, thank you, my very powerful, amazing, brilliant brothers and sisters. I love you. I am grateful to be on this earth at this time with you. And I'm speaking honestly from my heart. And I'm excited to keep bringing tools and techniques and information that are practical for you to use, to apply every day. That's the name of the game. If we're really not walking our talk, then what are we really doing? And are we really doing what fulfills us if we're not walking our talk, if we're really not embodying what we say that we believe about ourselves and about this world? Are we stuck in repeating the ideas and phrases from everyone around us, or in this hopeless state, in this lost state, and repeating that and talking about that instead of starting to go within and claiming for yourself, what is my role in this, and how do I embody that which I truly know from within is true for me? That not only am I a divine, unlimited being and person of light here that's powerful. In everything that I do, I can make an impact. Am I really living that way? If I believe that, do I really believe that? Why do I believe that? Exploring these things and really stepping into that truth and acting from that place. That's what we're called to do at this time. Not just say it when we feel good, not just say it when we're around the right people that we think can hear it, not just say it when we feel safe, but actually taking that accountability for ourselves. Let's take some nice, deep centering and relaxed breaths here. As you do so, allow yourself to sit in a comfortable position for you, whatever that may be, where you can begin to let down the walls of resistance, the walls around your heart and the walls around your mind. Allow yourself to be fully open to what new inspirations are going to drop in for you from your higher self, from your divinity. I encourage audible noises when you're breathing, sighs, breathing loudly. I notice that when I work with people in groups and I ask them to breathe, to really get into that deep relaxation, people are you can't hear any breathing going on. And are you really getting a deep breath when you're doing that? I don't think so. I don't think so, not most of the time. So I encourage that Ujjayi breath, the breath of life that sounds like Darth Vader as you're just really sighing and breathing out all of the stagnant energy. And as you're breathing in now, go ahead and imagine all of your energy. And in fact, it can help to use your arms to spread them up as if you are capturing the light of the sun and the light of your soul, the light of all of your energy back from the past, present, or future situations, and dropping it back into the center of your being. But breathe in, intending to collect yourself in this moment and all of the energy that you are and that you have, for it's absolutely abundant. It will fill you with vitality in every step that you're taking if you take care of yourself and acknowledge you have vast vitality within you. It is part of your makeup and who you are. Breathing it all back into the center of your body, filling you and noticing that you can be that pillar of strength and light. And as you breathe in now, breathe in the beautiful support and strength from the earth herself up through your sits bones and your feet, through the core of your being. So not only are you breathing in downward, you're breathing upward, just like in yoga, stretching up and grounding down. This way you're actually doing it into the center of your body. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you've set your intention for what you want to receive and what you want to experience or learn in this Power Hour Wednesday. So this is a really crazy time because the energies have been very intense for many of us, myself included, and it is August 1st. Whoa! August 1st, 2018, a master number year 11. 8 is also the energy of abundance. 8 is the energy of prosperity. 8 is the month of August, and you can really create a foundation for yourself in solidifying what you're doing here and how you want to move forward. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So finding your center when you feel lost and moving forward in certainty. Big concept, but the reality is there are steps we can put into place to help us along. We are trying to do the best that we're doing, and I'm going to break this down. We're going to talk about getting centered. First and foremost, you've got to be able to get centered within yourself. No matter how lost, no matter how confused, no matter how frustrated you're feeling with your situation or the circumstances around you. One of the things, I always get this backwards when I'm trying to fix my hair on camera, which I do every single time, that we're doing in this turmoil kind of time is that we're picking up a lot of stuff that's not even ours. Flip and there. Flip and good. We're picking up on energy that's not ours. We're picking up on emotions that aren't ours. We're also called to come into question what we really believe. What are our top values, our top core values, and are they really ours, or did we pick them up from somebody? And what do you feel now? Because guess what? You're an evolving being, so your values should be changing. Your ideas should be changing if you are evolving, moving, expanding into more and more levels of perception about your place in this world and what you want to bring to it. We're not stagnant. So in getting to your center when you feel lost and discombobulated, it's often really just getting back to your core and detaching from everyone around you, detaching from what's going on. That's the only place you're going to get back to the core of who you are. The second step that we're going to talk about is how to get clear on what you want. You're going to get clear on what you're doing and why you're doing it. What is your why? People talk about that so much, but we forget to revisit it regularly. And what am I doing that aligns with my why, that really aligns with what I represent? Okay, and then the third area is how to break it down. How to break down now what to do next. How to move forward in certainty. How to move forward after that clarity that you've gotten. How to break it down and pick a choice to move forward, an action step. The example I'm going to give today is based on a few different people that I have worked with, where there is an element of regret possibly in the decisions that they've made in their life just in this last year. Everybody's making new decisions, and some of them are life-changing decisions. So whether you've decided to go out on your own as your own boss, becoming self-employed, whether you are looking on how to do that now and have created that opportunity and that space for that inspiration to come in, whether you've ended a relationship or even a marriage and find yourself in a new place. We have so many different reasons for why we could be feeling lost right now. Another example I want to bring to the table is just feeling as if something, and maybe I'll use this as our main example today. Take these steps and apply it to your own situation. You ultimately are the one who knows what's best for you. You can do as many workshops, you can take as many online courses and attend as many online summits as you desire, but the reality is that you are the one who truly does have the answer within you for what is true for you, what's going to work for you, and what's not. And if something doesn't resonate for you, don't take it. We're not here to follow. We're here to discover that we have the answers within us. And not only that, but we are here to experiment in our own choices to find what works for us and to gain that trust within ourselves. That's how we do it. So we keep experimenting, we keep choosing, and we keep adjusting. Getting centered involves some really simple steps. Now, I'm only going to be able to apply this to a general sense. If we talk one-on-one, which I love to do, I get my tea and I have a little tea time with people. And anybody can do it. I'm here to talk to anybody. That's why my number is public on my website. And also you can reach me on Facebook to reach out and say, hey, let's set up a tea time over the phone. I'd like to talk about what's going on with me. I want to hear from you. I want to connect. That's part of my mission here, is to connect with people and to not be a talking head. I'm not someone who's saying, I've got all the answers for you. I want to show you, you've got the answers for you within and how to do that. So that's what I do when I work with people. Getting centered, one of the most important steps is to breathe, to give yourself a quiet space. When I worked full-time, I did this in the bathroom. I did this on my walks. I did not have a lot of breaks, so I would take time to walk around the building when I needed to. I had to make it a priority for me, and I did it also at my desk, and I didn't care who happened to walk up and see me breathing with my eyes closed or doing stretches in my chair. So breathing, I'm going to give you an example. Taking some just take 3 calm, centered breaths right here in this moment. Good. Now go inward when you're doing that. Allow your vision as if instead of looking outward, you're looking inside of you. You can breathe through the center of your solar plexus, which is at the core of your torso, or through your heart, whatever area is most centering and grounding for you. Then one of the best things you can do is what we did in the beginning of this session, is call back all of your energy. I call back to me, and I encourage you to say these words out loud, for the resonance will become deep within your body instead of just being a thought that flitters like all of our other thoughts getting mixed up together. I call back to center 100% of my energy, my vitality, and my spirit. Right now, I call myself back to home, back to center in this present moment. Perfect. Just as you say that, then it is so. It is happening. That's how powerful you are. You are powerful just with your focused attention, speaking from your heart. You make it happen. We just don't believe it. We dismiss it. The reason I do what I do is because I have spent really since my 20s, over 20 years, seeking why we're here on this earth, why I'm here. And I've come to have some deep, profound, spiritual, divine experiences. When those occur, you don't look back and your life changes. So I'm on this path and on this mission, speaking from my authentic truth through this light body that I've developed for myself, through my practices, my exploring, and all of the deep experiences that I've had. So this is important work. You are powerful just by setting your intention and stating it aloud, bringing your energy back to center and breathing. That in itself, if you begin to believe and trust in that, you will start to feel your energy shifting on subtle levels and not so subtle levels. You will begin to change your physiology because your nervous system begins to calm, and you will realize you're more focused and clear on what you want to do that day. So I encourage you to believe you're setting your intention and stating it aloud puts things in motion right then and there. There is no delay. The delay is when we expect an outcome to be what we think it should be in the time we think it should be. It doesn't work like that. We are meant to hold and embody our truth no matter what. The other thing about getting centered in yourself to begin with, because you might be feeling lost and confused, you might be feeling overwhelmed like I get. I've been off of Facebook for about a week. I've had to do some check-ins here and there for some of the work that I'm doing, training that I'm doing, but I had to take a step back because it didn't feel good for me. I only do things when they feel good and when they're fully in alignment. And otherwise that I'm doing the internal work I need to do and the work in person. So when you feel confused or overwhelmed or lost in what you're doing, you've got to make that time for yourself every day to really come back to yourself. Use these breathing techniques, call your energy back into center. Do it often throughout the day, and especially in the morning and especially at night. And you can fit these things in during the transition times of your day. That's a really good practice. And making sure that you're fully present with your body. What am I sensing in my body? What am I feeling in my body? Do I mentally or emotionally need more rest? This is a time when you're feeling lost, confused, or frustrated to get more rest. And not only that, but you're going to refuel yourself for the important work you're here to do at this time. And you're being called to make some really big transitions. I know it. Give yourself and your body more rest when you need to, okay? Adjust. I just spoke with someone the other day, a client of mine that we went internal, and she channels her own information. Everybody can do it. You can do it. Everybody can do it. And she received her own inner guidance that I need to adjust my schedule so that she can get more rest, so she can take care of herself and start doing some of the priorities that are important for her soul's work. Yes, adjust your schedule. If you need to, take a little bit longer lunch. If you need to, take a nap during your lunch. Replenish, replenish, replenish yourself, your body. You're supporting it. Eat good food. Just make the change. Make the choice for you to start incorporating more water into your day. Half a gallon. That's 4 of these suckers. If you're working out, especially, it will help flush you. Eat healthier foods. Get lots of leafy greens. I know they don't taste the best, but man, oh man, do they help your body flush. And they give you energy. They make you feel good. I was eating so many carbs this year, and I just went, and I ballooned, and it just feels so heavy. As I really tuned in to this Power Hour training today, I'm encouraged to talk about this, not because we're doing it to diet, not because we're doing it as a means to an end, or because we're struggling like we used to. We're doing it for our soul. We're doing it for our energy. These are different ways of coming at your choices. You're choosing for you to start to help and support yourself so that you do get more clarity, so that you're able to hold your energy and not get lost and confused in all of what's going on around us. It doesn't just happen. It takes us making these choices. The other thing about getting centered will help you is to spend more time outside. Find some grass and some soil to walk on with no socks, and to breathe, to get under a tree, to breathe in and become part of this big blue sky. Really do these things for yourself. It doesn't take much, and they will shift you energetically. They will liven your spirit up. So those are some techniques to help you to get centered again back in you. And I will wrap this up around in a beautiful bow at the end to make it something you can apply right now, today. All of these steps. These are some breaking down some different examples for you. The second step, besides first getting centered when you're feeling lost and confused, is to number 2, and I'm hearing to mention meditation. Some of you have found great success, jumping back to the getting clear, getting centered. Some of you have found great success through guided meditations. I also used to find wonderful success through that. One of the people I will mention is orindaben.com. That's ORINDABEN.com. Their meditations by Sanaya Roman and Dwayne Packer are amazing, beautiful, cosmic, angelic, and whoever you resonate with, find those meditations for you. I also really love to listen to waves, soft waves. They help me to get centered a lot and just really soothe my energetic system. So meditate, breathe. There are so many different resources out there. And if you want to learn some more about meditation, just let me know in the comments. Just comment, write the word meditation, and I will contact you to provide you with some resources that I've put out about meditation. Now, moving on to the second part, finding your center when you feel lost. First, you've got to be able to get centered. So those are some techniques you can use. It's very simple. It doesn't take hard work. The second step is to be able to get clear on what you want and why you want it. So what is your main objective? What is your goal? And if you're not sure, then ask yourself, what do I want to represent? I had someone the other day tell me that her goal that she set for the new year is world peace. And how she's reaching that is by actually daily reminding herself she is the peace. So she's doing work, she's taking steps, she's taking her yoga classes, she's doing her spiritual work and her outer work to hold, to be the peace from within her, to look at how she's speaking, to look at how she's thinking and how she's viewing people and situations that make her angry, and how can she hold that place of peace. Get a goal in mind. What is your goal? What do you want to represent? What is your truth? One of mine is empowerment. That's what I emulate to live, to breathe, to represent. Okay? So how do I do that? I look at my choices. I look at how do I pick myself up when I've gotten knocked down? How do I take care of myself? How do I take responsibility? How do I reach out for support? All of these are factors in being empowered. How do I use my words? How do I show up when I say I'm going to show up? How do I stay in alignment with what's right for me and say no when something's not? So find 1 to 3 core values. What do you want to represent? Who are you? What's important to you? Find that. Choose it. Get clear on that. Do some writing exercises, some journaling. Find out what it is for you that really resonates for what you want to be in this world. Once you know that, and as you're exploring, ask yourself why. You may not think, it may be a different value than you think that it is. Why is that important to me? My empowerment core for me is important because of the life that I've lived. I have experienced so much great sadness, so much feelings of loneliness, feelings of loss, feelings of being not supported. I've gone through so many different parts of my life where I felt completely disempowered. I didn't have an identity or a sense of self or a sense of purpose. So all of this stuff has led me up to why I do this. So find out your why. Find out what's important to you and why that's important. Think about it, journal about it. If you need to, talk to somebody about it so you can get really clear on that. But really, you could just spend, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge you to do this in 5 minutes. Get your pen, get your pencil, and write about what do I represent and why. Why is that important to me? 5 minutes, write from your heart. Do not filter. Do not use grammar. Do not worry about punctuation. Write from your heart. I'm going to turn on my little light because I look dark. There we go. So when we write and we don't filter and we go with our first impression and our first answers, you're touching on your intuition. You're touching on the guidance and the wise information that's coming from your soul. If you're not sure that it's coming from you and you think it might be coming from all of these negative thoughts in your head or the confusion or the thoughts of everybody else in your life or the people from your past, such as your parents and your teachers, then check in. When you find your answer, breathe it in. Take a nice deep breath, open your heart, drop into your heart center, and say the word empowerment. Whatever positivity, whatever the word is that you wish to represent, what is your core value, say it and feel when you say it in that instance, where do you feel it in your body? What does it feel like? Does it feel expansive? Does it feel vibrant? Does it feel joyful? Or does it feel tight? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel like it's linked to someone or something else outside of you? You can do that in an instant. You can do that in an instant. You've just got to trust what you're getting and what you're feeling. Okay? So getting clear on what is your one main thing you want to represent. What is your goal? What's your goal to achieve? Maybe it's the feeling of freedom. And why? Why is that important to you? In that sense, then I'm going to take this, get the second step of getting clear further by saying, get into that energy, know it, get into it, set it, and forget it. Get into the energy of that, embody that, imagine it, step into it, embody it. You can do that simply by choosing to breathe and imagine yourself fully encompassed in the energy of that goal, okay? And feel what that feels like. What does it look like? How do you hold your body? And then detach from the outcome. Detach. It doesn't, you're not discovering a means to an end here. You're doing it for a deeper purpose than that, okay? A bigger purpose. So detach from the outcome, but set your vibration there and get clear on why you're doing it. Okay, third step. First, we talked about getting centered and how to do that. Second, we talked about getting clear on your goal or your mission. What do you want to represent and why? Then the third and final step in helping you get centered when you feel lost and help you to move forward in your certainty is breaking down what are the 3 steps you can take today to move you forward in this goal. For me, let's say my goal is to embody more freedom, to experience more freedom. So I would break that down and I would just do like a brain dump and I would write down all of the ideas around freedom. What could I do? And break it down. So you might say, I want to create more time in my schedule. I want to find a new job that's more flexible for my schedule. I want to find time for my writing. I want to find time to go hiking. I want to travel. These are all things you want the outcome to be. Great, but they're going to help you to get down further. Break it down now. What could I start doing? What are the actionable steps? Taking these outcomes and breaking them down into actionable steps. The way that I will suggest it, now there are a ton of different ways. The way that I will suggest it is to go within. I'm always guiding you to go within, to breathe, to get centered, to go within and ask yourself. Let's do it right now. See, just in an instant, I can breathe and bring everything back in and turn into my heart center. Ask yourself, what is the most important step that I can take today to get me to this outcome? I just heard go for a walk. So if I want to experience more freedom in my day, the feeling of freedom is going to come from getting outside and taking a walk. And I know that that's very true for me. Breathe again and ask, what's the next step? Maybe your goal is to embody peace, to become more peaceful. Asking yourself these intuitive questions and going with your very first impression. Notice that it's going to come in a flash instant, but allowing yourself to believe it, to know it, to hear it. Write it down and take a look at it. That's your next step. Get 3 of those steps just to take today and move forward. Take them. Don't let your ego distract you and detract you from taking these steps because you think they're not important. They don't seem logical for the outcome that you want. Well, that's because our outcomes are usually so big. We have to break things down to make them doable. So your spirit, your soul, your intent, your intuition is going to guide you in easy, actionable steps that you're able to take right now. with the resources you have right now. So keep breaking them down if they seem like you can't take them because you don't have the resources. Break it down further. Inquire further. There are choices. I know you can do this. Okay, the other thing is about this third level of picking a choice, breaking it down and pick a choice. Own what you're choosing to do as your actionable steps. Own it. Don't go back on it. Know that it's right for you. Get clear that you believe in it. You believe and trust in your choice. And you're not going to regret doing it because you think it took away time from somebody else. You're making this choice for you and for you to find your center, for you to find that you're moving forward on your purpose. So often we dismiss our own internal guidance, but that just gets us back into that circle of feeling confused, lost, and off of our center, out of our game, off of our game. So own what you're doing. Don't go back on your choice. Don't regret it. The fact is that you're moving forward. Good for you. Own it and set it and move forward. And if it didn't work out like you thought it would, let it go. Just acknowledge that and make an adjustment. So that's the other aspect of this third level, is to pay attention to how you're feeling. What is bringing you joy and expansion? If it doesn't, make an adjustment, make a new choice, set a new actionable step to take the next day and try that. The reality is, overall, trust yourself as the expert for you. You know what's best for you. It is not going to come from outside of you. You're going to discover it from within. The information and the choices that you make may be mirrored by other people and they may feel strongly, but take that information then inward for you and reflect upon it. Reflect, is this really what I want to do? Is this the choice I am making? It may be that information comes from other people, but it needs to be tweaked for you. That's their perspective or their information based on, wherever they're coming from. Take it and then turn it into your own if it resonates on some level. Get it so that it feels right for you. Trust that you know the best thing for you to do. And go for it and do it. Move forward. Great. Thanks, you guys. So it's been wonderful meeting with you in this Power Hour Wednesday training. I'm going to recap this, tie it up with a bow. The whole goal of this training today is so that you can move forward and apply these things to your life. You and me and everyone around us can so easily get distracted by everything that's going on in our world right now and in our own personal changes in our life. So many things are happening. Loved ones are passing away. Changes in relationships and changes in our career, changes within us as a spiritual being. We are experiencing great change, and we need to give ourselves the opportunity to find ourselves in this time of seeming chaos, because you can find the peace within you. Finding your center when you feel lost so that you can move forward in your choices, to feel confident in your choices, is a 3-step process you can apply today. Breathing, bringing your energy, calling your energy back to center. Just in that moment, breathing from your heart and opening it wide. Then going and asking yourself, what is it that I want to experience today? What is my intention? What do I represent? Any of those questions that resonate for you. What is my main goal today to achieve? It may just be to find some joy in the day. Great, that's your goal. Now ask yourself, what is the first step I can take today to achieve that, to feel more joy in my life? And you'll get the answer. I just heard the answer, talk to a friend. So you will get your answer and then take that step. Break it down into 3 steps if you can for the day to make it doable for you, 1 to 3 steps. Move forward, don't look back, and your energy will have shifted. Okay, if you are interested in just talking with me, having tea time, like I said, over the phone, let me know. Drop me a line, drop me a message. I'd love to hear what's going on with you in your life. Thank you, my friends. You are powerful. You are so valuable and important to this world at this time. And I encourage you to trust what you're getting from within you, in your soul, and move forward in that empowerment. Take care. Namaste.